Well, alright. Welcome to another one about my Stump's World of Tanks Xbox 360 replays. I'm starting a new series here. It's going to be Fail Team, and it's going to be videos where it clearly points out that the team that you were on is a complete fail. I am in my IS-7. We are going to push to the west, and my mic's a little too close to my face, so it's making funny noises. I apologize. And we're going to push over there, and let's see what we can come up with. Now, this is a tier 10 match. A lot of tier 9s and tier 10s, a few tier 8s. The team pretty much pushes over to the left here, and pretty much, I don't want to say really perfectly fans out, but we've got some tank destroyers that sit up here. Alright, so me and the IS-7 sitting up here makes 0 sense. There's another IS-7 right there. And us sitting up here is not going to do anything, because what's going to happen is eventually they're going to get up on the ridge to the left, and they're just going to pick us off. So instead of sitting up here in the open, the best bet for a couple heavies to do, the best thing to do, is to push down into this valley. It keeps them from pushing up and getting a better position. Also, it spots any tanks off to the ridge on the left, so our tank destroyers behind us can take them out. So we spotted a couple tanks up there, a T-54E1, waiting for the shot, and he backs up. He demolishes one of our heavies. So now we're down by 2 tanks already. And we're what? A minute into actual action. I get pummeled from the side because that was my fault. You'd think that there'd be one tank somewhere in there protecting our flank somewhat, but that's my fault for not turning around and not paying attention. I'm going to put one back into him for his troubles. And we're going to sit here and now look at the score. We're down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks already. They have just completely dominated. I don't know if it's the other side or what. Or the tanks behind us, what the deal is. But again, we're still sitting here. The IS-7 in front of me, he's angling his armor, which he shouldn't be. This shot should have gone, I believe, but it didn't, so. The one beside me, he's gone here in a second because he's got no health left. And it's not really his fault for the most part. We're in a position that we should be getting help. And we're the only 2 firing. Right there should have taken that IS-7 out, but of course it bounced. Didn't bounce, excuse me, it just left 65 health or some figure, I don't know what it was. And he plays a smart game. He's backing up, and we got an E-100 coming over the hill, and why isn't he getting shot? There's 2 tanks spotted. The people behind me are doing nothing. They're focused on tanks over on the other side of the map, I guess. I'm sitting here all by myself. There's nothing I can do. That E-100 is going to come over that hill, and once he comes over, I'm screwed, because if they're not taking shots at him now, they're not going to be able to get any shots at him after he comes over the hill. And sure enough, he comes. I do my best. I wouldn't have been bad off here, except for that IS-7 to my right. Comes back out and pummels me from the side again. And I get no help. None. And I'm just baffled that no one behind me took any shots at these tanks up here. They're way back near the cap. Everyone that was the 2 or 3 tanks that were behind us are dead already. These guys are way back there and have done absolutely fucking nothing. And it's pathetic. Tier 10 match, they sit back there and you light tanks up for them, you hold the position, and they don't even, no help whatsoever. I did what I should have done. The other IS-7 with me did what he should have done. Seeing no one else was doing it. So we're going to push up in the video, and I went back to desktop and screwed around for a few minutes, and then went back and looked at the battle results. And we'll see, I come in dying halfway through the match. I come in third place with 2,053 damage. Our Death Star did absolutely nothing, no damage. Our M103 did 388 damage. Our E50 did 0 damage, 0 spot. And he was in game because he traveled. So he was in game, he just did absolutely nothing. 5 shots, 1 penetration. One of our T110E5s did 370 damage. Only shot twice. Another one, our T110E5s did 412 damage. Only shot 1 shot. Our SU-122-54, 288 damage. 11 shots, 2 penetrations. E-75, 358 damage. 9 shots, 3 penetrations. T-32, at least he got some spotting damage. But still, 372 damage. How can you win with a team like this? You look at the other scores on the other side. M46, 2,000 damage. E75, 2,000 damage. Conqueror, 2,000 damage. IS-7, 1,400 damage. Jagdtiger, 3,000 damage. E4, 2,600 damage. Death Star, 1,900 damage. E75, 1,000 damage. E100, 2,300 damage. IS-7, 1,900 damage. They only had 3 tanks under 1,000 damage. And we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1,000. We only had 6 over 500. Complete idiot, noob. Everyone on that list below the IS-7 below me are idiots. I don't know how they got to tier 8, 9, and 10. How do you get into a T110E5 and only do 400 damage? It ruins your faith in the game. It just drives you insane when you get teams like this. You know, me and the other IS-7 there, a thyroid frame, I guess, pushed up there, spotted tanks, and got no backup. And I'm not going to sit here and say, well, that's my fault, because I shouldn't have gone too far forward. Because if I hadn't gone, it wouldn't have made a difference. These idiots on our team did absolutely fucking nothing. And again, M46 Patton, 2,000 damage. E75, 2,100 damage. Conqueror, 2,000 damage. IS-7, 1,400 damage. Jagdtiger, 3,000 damage. I mean, the lowest score on their team was a VK4502B, and I'm not sure he played. The second lowest score was a Centurion, which he rushed and spotted and died. Only one other tank was under 1,000. Their spotter was under 1,000 damage. A player that didn't play was under 1,000 damage. And one T-30. Yes, he travel distance 0, so he didn't even play the VK. So only 2 players that played on their team had under 1,000 damage. And when you look at the 1,000 damage, only one was close to 1,000. All the rest of them were close to 1,500 and above. And it is just a total 100% idiot team I was on. And it's frustrating. That's why I haven't been playing as much lately, so. It is what it is, though, I guess. It's World of Tanks, Xbox 360. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, rate, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think about the idiot teams. And remember, when you're on the battlefield, don't be an idiot. Shoot the red ones.